And is there one person at Fortune that stands out that made a lasting mark on you?
No.
Paul, why did you choose Fortune when you were looking for a partner in the M3 world?
At the time, going back a few years, we were responsible for an M3 system that was covering 9 sites globally, everything from China to America and Scandinavia and the UK. We were on a project rolling it out, so there was always work to do and always new projects and systems to implement. I first met Fortune at a user group show in the UK. We got talking and we talked about a couple of projects that we were looking at, and they had the skills to fit, and that's where it started really. We engaged with them to take on these smaller projects and continued ever since.
What sort of work did you do with Fortune over the time at Trelleborg?
That's a good question, and it's been very varied really. Anything from smaller projects, if they are small, sort of implementing something like info document management. Again, we rolled that out across a number of our sites. We did a lot of system upgrades, from the back end point of view, upgrading and patch upgrades, where when I first took over at one point we were several updates behind, so we had a big project to bring it up to date. Fortune took care of all that for us. We've had EDI projects, and we've implemented things like workflow, for example. And in each of these, Fortune have been quite key. We've done a lot of smaller projects, process improvements, etc. As well, where we've engaged with Fortune.
And can you tell us a bit about the challenges that Fortune helped you overcome?
Oh, again, that's quite varied. There's many challenges. I guess the main ones I can think of. So it wasn't strictly in the part of Trelleborg that I was working in at the time, but we were set a challenge from another part of Trelleborg to replace the ERP system in their site. They were going for a very big order, multi-million-pound order, and they needed to get the Cyber Essentials Plus installed. And we had a very limited time to do it, in less than 4 months. Less than 4 months from the first discussion. I knew, because of my experience with Fortune and the amount of depth and skills that they have, that Fortune would be the perfect partner for this. We engaged with them, we designed the project, implemented M3, all within a 3-month. We went live within 3 months of starting the project really. So that was a really interesting one. There was some post-go live work to do, but effectively the site was live on M3 within 3 months. The site was able to gain Cyber Essentials Plus and ultimately win the multi-million-pound contract that was relying on it.
What are some of the benefits you see of working with Fortune?
I think it's that no matter what your question is, they've got a person and an expertise who can answer it. So it can be deep behind the scenes, into the system side of it, and there's expertise there. It can be a finance question and there's expertise there. So for me, it was a one-stop shop. I don't like to use that term very much, but whatever you needed to know about M3 or whatever your challenge was, Fortune had the depth and the width to be able to deal with it.